Hello everyone, Lynsie McKeown here. So today's video is really for those of us that struggle with any lung-related issues, respiratory issues. So for example, if you have asthma or struggle with COPD, or just simply if you feel like you're not breathing efficiently. So what we're going to focus on today is twofold. One is this a breathing technique, but also doing a little bit of movement with our body that will enable us to stretch the muscles of the chest, because oftentimes when we have any issues related around the lungs, they get the muscles that are respiratory related, our respiratory muscles can get tight and constricted, which will actually make it even harder for us to take a deep full breath and a complete exhale. So let's start. And I'm seated on the floor. This is how I feel comfortable seated. If you're more comfortable seated cross-legged or in a chair, it doesn't matter. The most important thing is that you're comfortable and that you can get the spine as upright as possible. If you're slumping like this, you're compressing the lungs, really challenging to get breath in from this position. Not so good for opening the chest and freeing up these respiratory muscles. So as best as you can, head is going to be resting over the pelvis. And then just draw the shoulders up around the ears to start. And then feel the shoulder blades hug towards the spine and then drop the shoulders down. Okay? And so what we're going to do is we're just going to start by breathing in and out through the nose. And this in itself can feel very foreign to a lot of us. A lot of us are mouth breathers, but it's not an efficient breath. So we start simply breathing in and out through the nose. And go ahead and close your eyes for a moment. And just be familiar with your breathing pattern with no judgment. Super important not to start to judge or criticize or get upset with the pattern that we're breathing, but just like, okay, this is where I am in my breath today. And then just sensing the space that your body is occupying, both the inner and the outer space that the body occupies. And just feel the body relax, even though the body is upright. Allow the body to relax. We're not inviting judgment or criticism into this practice. We're simply being curious with where we are in this moment. And we're just going to work with the breath a little bit to take us perhaps into a deeper breath, a new pattern of breathing. Okay, and then go ahead and open the eyes so we can follow each other. So we're going to breathe in through the nose. Now what we're going to do is we're going to exhale through what's called pursed lips. So it's as if you're blowing a candle out. So breathe in through the nose. And what you'll notice is by pursing the lips, you're able to extend the exhale longer than you did by exhaling through the nose. So breathing in through the nose, pursing the lips, and just drawing the breath out nice and even and smooth. So you're not trying to, it's like a gale force wind where you're trying to force all the breath out at once. You want this controlled inhale and a nice controlled exhale. And now let's see if we can actually breathe in for 3, 2, 1, and then through pursed lips, exhaling 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And continue that breathing in 3, 2, 1, and then exhaling 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And continue to do this, breathing in a 1 to 2 ratio of breath, the best that you can. Maybe it's a 2 and 4, or if you can extend it to maybe a 5 and a count inhale and a 10 count exhale, that's great. Just wherever you are, doing the best you can, breathing in through the nose, and then pursing the lips and exhaling. And what we're doing is we're helping the diaphragm to expel the breath out for the lungs. Because if you can do a complete exhale, then there's more space to breathe in. And so we're using the muscle out the diaphragm. When you exhale, the abdominals hug in and the diaphragm lifts, expelling out all the breath, and then you can gently breathe in. Okay, last round, breathing in through the nose, exhaling through pursed lips. Now relax the breath, relax the body. Close the eyes for a moment and just notice where you are. And so as you practice this, it's important to notice if you're starting to get tense or stressed. We don't want to, it's very easy for us to shift into that, especially if we've had an asthmatic attack or have COPD. It's a lot of fear around not being able to breathe. We don't want to bring that back in because the body will tense and tighten. Okay, now go ahead and open the eyes back up. And we're going to come back to that technique and we're going to move the arms to help open up and stretch the chest a little bit and the side body, because these muscles here, the ribs, when they get tight, they pull down and they get congested and it's harder to breathe in and expand the lungs. And then we're also going to work on the chest muscles as well. So we're not rounding the shoulders and compressing the lungs. Okay, so let's go ahead and sit up nice and tall. What we're going to do is we're going to breathe in through the nose, take the arms up overhead, stretch tall so you're lifting up out of the waist. And then when you exhale, pursed lips, arms come down by your side. Let's do 2 more like that. Breathe in. And then perhaps going into that 1 to 2 ratio of breath, breathing in, maybe a 3 count, and then exhaling a 6 count. Okay, we're going to change it just a little bit. Breathing in, arms sweep up. Now the arms will go wide. We'll do 2 more like that. Arms sweep up. Pursed lips. But don't grit the teeth or overclench the muscles of the face. Breathing in. Okay, we're going to change it again. So this time, let's take the arms forward. And when you breathe in through the nose, you're going to take the arms wide and see if you can actually lift the chest a little bit so you can feel the muscles of the chest stretch here. And then when you exhale, we're actually going to intentionally round the back, bringing the hands forward. So you're actually doming the back, and the compression here will help expel the breath from the lung. And then we inhale, breathe in all the way as much as you can, and then exhale. Let's do 3 more like this. So we'll breathe in through the nose and then exhale. Through pursed lips, belly draws in. And then inhale, arms wide, belly softens here. And then exhale, use your abdominal muscles to draw in, compressing the body slightly to help compress the lungs. And then breathe in, lift up. So now we're creating space to take breath in. And then we're just going to use the body, use the diaphragm, use the abdominals to exhale out all the breath. Okay, let's do 1 more. And let's stop in an upright position. Inhale, arms wide. And then bring the hands down to rest on the thighs. Take a pause here. Just breathing in and out, just a normal breath. You can even close the eyes and see how you've landed here. And just feeling yourself steady and calm in this moment. Okay, so the key to this and anything really in life is practice. You keep coming back to this, and then you just start to lengthen the practice. You can start with just the simple breathing in through the nose, exhaling through pursed lips, a 1-to-1 ratio breath, and then eventually lengthening the exhale. So you breathe in through the nose and then exhale through pursed lips, twice as long as you've inhaled. And then you can start to add the arm movements here to start to create a little bit more flexibility through the side muscles, through these intercostal muscles, through the muscles of the chest, but also when we move forward, stretching the muscles across the back body and between the shoulder blades, so that we have more mobility to actually breathe when we do take an inhale in. And then you just practice. And you can build up to 2 minutes a day, 5 minutes a day, and whenever you really need it. And you can do it as many times a day as you need, morning, evening, maybe even in the afternoon. Okay, and especially do it when you're having difficulty breathing. Don't wait till you feel great to do it. It's actually great when you're feeling that there's difficulty breathing to drop into this and teach yourself to breathe more fully and completely. So hopefully this has helped, and if you have any questions, drop them in the comments below and check out some of the other techniques that I'll be sharing through my other videos. So take care, and many, many blessings, and namaste.